Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma, I think. Gemini, I will just jump right in and see what's going on for you for the month of September. I'm going to start with an overall message here, overall energy. And then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into the message and see what we can find. And you're going to have plenty time to figure out whether this is your reading or not. To then come with me into the extended and go even deeper. So let's see what's going on for you, Gemini. Anything and everything, and then you just place it where it fits in your life. Gemini for September. I hear music. Lots of music. I hear ABBA, the Swedish. I'm from Sweden, and I believe that ABBA just released a new album after 40 years. There you go. So maybe somebody's listening to that. Legends, aren't they? Learn from those who inspire you. Interesting. I'm so drawn to, okay. This is interesting because usually this card, in the past, this card has been very much like my sleazeball card. When you're dealing with someone that really isn't all that nice. You know, you want to defend them. You want to say they probably had a very rough childhood. They probably need just 1,000 hugs, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, they're not nice. Something like that. And my poor lizard here has taken the fall for just being a sleazebag all around. For some reason, I want to tell you that this was the story in the past. Like, this card was telling me, like, usually, you know, I can get these cards and I can get the exact same card for the next sign. And then, you know, even though it's an exact same card, I can get a completely different message. And then I won't say that, you know, otherwise I would have gotten this message. I will just go straight to the new message, if that makes sense. I don't have to repeat what could have been. But here today, there's something about I want to say that this was the fact back when, or like I usually get this vibe from this card and I want to tell you about it, but I don't get this vibe anymore. So that makes me understand that this probably has been the story, that there has been someone in your life that probably has been not all that nice, quite calculating, quite manipulative, quite, for some people, even narcissistic. Like this is a very calculated energy. It looks all that beautiful and nice on the surface, but underneath, it's very insecure and it's quite manipulative. It seems like either you have moved away from this, you're like you're over it, or you're like just fine, like you're forgiven the whole situation, or you're just fine with it. There's something that sort of doesn't, I'm not saying that you're perfect every single day, but to the extent where you're not, it doesn't affect your life anymore. And I want to say that for some of you, this is not going to be for all, but for some of you, that annoys this person a little bit. They can't push you around anymore. They can't get you to do whatever they want to do anymore. And it annoys them a little bit. There's something about an opening here as well. So there's this beautiful girl or woman sitting in the creek there. There's like a water creek. And she's sitting like that, like with her, do you see that? She's leaning her head, rather this direction. Leaning her head with her elbow right there, and then underneath is like under her armpit we have like a window of opportunity. This creek, like there's an opening. So in the past, I feel like you probably felt like there was no way out. How do I work around this? There was no right way out. And today I see this golden opportunity, an opening, an opportunity to just move forward. And I see this golden troll. This troll that just offers crystals, very high vibration crystals, diamonds, just very high vibrational energy. This golden troll is offering it to you. So this is a very interesting start. So let's see what comes out here as we clarify this and go deeper and deeper into the message. This is, remember, this is around the month of September, a little bit into October as well, 2021. So can we clarify this Legends card, please? So for Gabriel, so time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. So the clarification is a new commitment. Two things I'm getting here. One thing is that there's a commitment, like there's a commitment to yourself. There's a commitment to say, I choose me. I choose not to go into that past toxic relationship or toxic energy anymore. And if this is not a relationship, if you don't recognize anything like through a relationship, it could be like a toxic job situation. It could just be a toxic behavior of yourself that thing you just continue to do over and over again that felt like it had the power over you. You're releasing it. Like you're not allowing it to have power over you anymore. And you're sort of making a commitment to yourself. I see you as a girl here, whether you're a woman or a man, I see you as the girl here or the woman dressed in yellow, which for me is all about the solar plexus and about your feeling worthy and feeling, I want to say abundant. I never say abundant around that. So there's something about like feeling more free and flowing and abundant, like feeling like you will start to open up. You could... but yes, I'm talking to Gemini here. So Gemini will always have so many things on your plate. Like you will, even on a slow day, or even like if Gemini say, no, it was just a slow day yesterday, or I just, like, what did you do over the weekend? Well, basically nothing. When Gemini says basically nothing, it's still something. So there's something about Gemini always being active and Gemini always having a lot to do and always be sort of quite a lot in the flow anyway. Even on a slow day, you're in the flow. But there's this, I just feel this abundant feeling of just, it might just be a feeling about yourself, like you're starting to open up. It's not just a closed off emotional person. It's not a closed off emotionally person. Do you get what I mean? Like closed off emotions that are still sort of, we're at the party and we're having fun and we're out and about and we're doing things, but it's still a little bit closed off. So it could look like on the outside, like you're so engaged and you're so committed to do certain things, but still a little bit closed off. Like you won't really truly feel it all the way in. But there's this opening now. There's this abundance that is starting to flow from inside out. You will start to feel free. If you haven't already felt this, you will start to feel this in a minute because and it's quite beautiful. So there's a commitment to yourself, but there can also, excuse me, there can also be a beautiful commitment to someone else. That there's actually a new relationship on the horizon here that we're making a strong commitment to, and it goes fast. I see the pillars it's like I'm gonna say gazebo, but this is not a gazebo. What is this called? It's not a gazebo. Anywho, so there's pillars. There's like the foundation, meeting this new person, or if this is a situation like stepping into this new job situation, or having like a new beautiful coworker, finding that friend of a lifetime, just immediately you will feel sparks. And you can feel sparks with a job situation, you can feel sparks with a friend. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership this time. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. what I'm picking up here is that immediately you will just feel common ground. The values you have is the same. The views you have on things is the same. Like you come from the same core, so it's so easy to it's almost like a long lost friend that you were really good friends with, and then you sort of have had this situation of not seeing each other for like 15 or 20 years, and then you meet each other and you just pick up right where you left off. It's just a continuation in the conversation where it feels like you never were apart. Although this is a new person, but it will feel the same. It feels like you just, well, for some of you guys, it could be like a person that actually is coming back. So whether that is a romantic partnership, a friendship, a coworker, there is a beautiful connection that is going to spark here that has the same, like you're standing on the same foundation. Beautiful. So what else? Do you want to say anything more about that friendship or relationship or romantic partnership? What else do we want to tell Gemini, please? So flip but didn't come out. So you have to sort of somewhat listen, rest and rejuvenate. Don't we all like to hear that? You need to rest. This could be just meditation. Number 4 is the heartfelt matter. It's the second number 4, by the way. I'm not going to take too long on this because it flipped but didn't come out. But it's in there. It's like it wants to show up and say, but yeah, okay. So you're starting to find this abundance. It's like you're starting to find your footing again. You're starting to come into like beautiful connections with people that are truly on the same page as you are. But to continue on this path where you feel this good, or where you feel like you're starting to find your inner abundance, is to just meditate, be in nature, be in stillness, do those things that you know bring stillness to your person, whatever that is. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you're sitting in the woods meditating, right? But it has to be something where you get quiet enough or still enough to hear your own inner voice. Okay, what else for Gemini, please? Very specific card. Because we really are taking our time here. Woo! Sorry for yelling. Wow. Another number 4. Well, the other 4 didn't come out, but it showed its face and it was a 4 again. So we have, it's interesting because it feels like they wanted, this sort of fell out on its own. And then we have 3 cards coming out together, which is like the new place, which is just completely beautiful. Intuition, number 2. The Lovers, Harmony, number 6. And a new foundation. A new life, a new family situation, a new foundation. Number 4 there again. But first, we have this, trapped in fear. So I feel like there's a little, and interesting, because I get fuzzy feet. What is that? So I'm seeing somebody going like that as I say that. So it's like, because I see the feet here today is a little bit blurry, but I don't get blurry feet. I get fuzzy feet. Fuzzzy feet. Fuzzy feet. It sounds like a movie. It sounds like a Disney movie. Fuzzy feet. It should be. If it's not, it should be. You heard it here first. Fuzzy feet. So if there's like somebody doing something, somebody got a pet or somebody got an animal that is called fuzzy feet. If this is an organization, if this is something, I don't know, or if you just get your feet just, you feel the sensation of the feet falling asleep. Fuzzy feet. I don't know what this is about. I just heard fuzzy feet and that was that. So take that out, however that resonates, maybe for just one person. So there's something like, they still want to show this. We have this moving away from this energy, moving away from this a little bit denser energy, a little bit more negative energy, where maybe you have tried to live your life to the fullest, but there's always this voice in your head, or always this other person that sort of is there to manipulate you a little bit. You have started to move away from it. There's a new commitment to yourself, / there's a new commitment to somebody else or to something else. And you're really holding yourself accountable. It's like, you're not just going to say it this time. You're going to work through it. It's like you're going to reach yourself, if that makes sense. There's this little, like, trapped in fear. There's this little residue, little remains. Like, there's a little bit of, like, this still is going on, that every once in a while it will knock your socks off, literally. Every once in not such a pleasant way. Like, every once in a while you will just feel it come over you, or you will feel quite alone or feel quite sad. And when you find yourself in those thoughts, is like immediately you feel trapped. So that abundance that I just started talking about, like that freedom that is coming, like that is being released from inside of you, that is just now coming out, that as much as you feel that abundance, sometimes it came out on its own, and we saw the rest of the cards, which is just so beautiful, that sometimes you will feel this entrapment, you will feel yourself being locked in. But all the time we have the sun there, like the sun is shining in on you. It's simultaneously there with number 8, which is a power number. It's power and strength. It's endless possibilities. It's the infinity. Like, you will solve this. So I feel like you're getting less and less of this, and probably like in between. So before, maybe it happened a little bit every day, and now it only happens like maybe once a week. And when it happens, when it takes over you, it can feel quite daunting. It can be quite overwhelming as you feel it. But also, it might feel as strong as it has felt in the past, but you're not staying in it anymore. I feel like you know too much, Gemini. You're a bit too awake, a bit too aware for you to get stuck or sucked into these emotions, for you to stay there, if that makes sense. Like, you find your way out of it faster. So they're farther apart, and they're shorter when they take place. This could even be like a little bit of an like anxiety attack happening every once in a while. But just know that you're moving out of the situation, and you're going to feel less and less of this. Definitely less and less of this. And then there's something with the fuzzy feet. We have intuition coming out first. So this little trio here of cards, like the intuition card, to just really start to listen to yourself. What is important to you? What do you need? What does your inner being tell you to do? Not the other people, not an outside situation, not your bank account, not your friends, no one else. They might want stuff from you, but it's like, okay, I hear you. I will take that under consideration. It can be fun stuff. It doesn't have to be like, oh, people are coming with things that is just, I don't want to be a part of this. It can be like beautiful things that people sort of come to suggest to you. And Gemini always say yes, and you have a lot on your plate, but how much do you want to say yes to really? Like, what, even though it sounds fun, and even though there's a dear friend who asks you for something or asks you to be a part of something, it's all about what do you want. And then we have the connection there again. It's a harmony. It's a love card. This could be about a choice. I'm rarely getting choice around this card, but today I'm getting choice. Like, there's a choice. You're choosing in relationships right now, or you're choosing. Okay, so there's this wide spectra here about what this can be. So I'm just going to keep it very open, because it varies from person to person almost. So it's like, for one person, it's a choice between two people. Like, you might be involved with two people at the same time. You're sort of having a little bit of struggle to sort of decide which one are you interested in. For the next person, it can be, do I even want the choice about a love relationship, or even like a friendship, or going into a new co-worker situation. Like, do I really want to get into this job situation right now and work with somebody else again, or like work with somebody else, or do I want to do this on my own? So for somebody, it's about romantic partnerships. For somebody, it's about a job situation, like a coworker. For somebody else, it's about a friend situation. If it's a romantic situation, it can be about whether to go with this relationship or whether to go with this relationship, or go with any relationship, or just stay single. There's so many openings here, so I'm gonna leave that up to you to feel which one is it for me. But what it comes down to is it's about a choice when it comes to love and connection. Number 6 there is a connection with your inner being. So preferably, as a tip, is that you connect with your inner being. You truly listen to yourself. What do you want, Gemini? If you were just completely free and abundant to choose, what do you want? It will lead to a new foundation, though. Foundation and achievement. This is like looking at your new home. This is a little bit of a cutout, like this. It's like somebody took the scissors and just cut it out and put it up like on a vision board or something. Like you're looking at this is the house that I'm dreaming about, or this is the home that I'm dreaming about, or this is the family situation that I'm dreaming about. The rainbow there is talking about this connection between your dream and it becoming reality. And it's number 4 again. So it truly is a heart matter for you at this moment in time. You're really coming from your heart about your choices, and you are on your way to create this new beautiful foundation. I'm going to move this into the extension and see what else I can find for you around this. So if you feel like this is your story, this is your, you resonate with this, you're so welcome to the extension. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Gemini, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye, guys.